And welcome back to the greatest show on earth. I'm Angel.
I'm Junior.
And I'm Daniel.
And today we're going to be talking about Echo.
Yes, sir. Desk Poppers, the top 7 moments in Echo. We're going to be going...
And today we're switching it up a little. Instead of doing a weekly, episodic review with Echo, we decided to just do the whole season.
Yeah, the top 5 moments of this season.
Do you think it was smart of Disney to do it like that? To just release all 5 episodes at once?
It's a lot better, yeah.
You think so?
I feel like for me, I really love the episodic episodes. Like, I feel like that's why Netflix has lost me a little bit, just because, like, it's just harder for me to find time to watch every episode. But if they come out once a week, I feel like I can make time for one episode a week, you know?
I feel like it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Oh, dude. Because I feel rushed.
The only thing that's bad about it is...
It gets spoiled.
You get through it a lot quicker, and then you have to wait even longer for the...
Yeah, that too. Well, I want to, in the comment sections below, if you guys want to tell us if you guys would rather us do the whole show or episode per episode. Because I love doing The Last of Us episode per episode, but just let us know because we'll see what other shows we can do like this. But we are doing the top 5 moments. We'll start off with number 5, the flashbacks to the different Choctaw. Is that how you pronounce it? Choctaw women. I really like that. Every single episode started off. Well, even the episode names are the different women's names of Shafa, Lowak, Tuklo, Taloa, and Maya at the end.
Man, dude.
But I really did like how every episode kind of started with the women and like their stories and how they pretty much.
I'm not gonna lie. The first 5 minutes, I was pretty lost. I was like, I don't know where this show's going.
They started with the women in the cave, right?
Yeah. It was the women in the cave.
The women in the cave.
That really confused me.
And then they like came up from underground.
Yeah.
And like,
I guess I didn't realize they were in a cave. I thought they were just like underground.
Yeah, I think they are. I think a cave is just an underground.
No, I mean it is, but it doesn't like. I thought there would be like an opening or something.
Yeah,
like,
no, I know what you're saying.
They're just like
popped
underground.
up. But they were just telling the story, right? The 2 girls were. That's what.
Yeah, they were just telling the story.
That's how it happened. And
When it was like 21, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was the 2 girls in the tent.
Yeah, the
They're
Maya and Bonnie.
Oh, yeah.
They're
it was
doing
Maya and
the
Bonnie
shadow
in the
puppets.
tent,
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know that's her actual real life cousin, the one that plays her
Really?
her younger self.
Damn, I didn't know that, dude. That's a crazy fact. Maya's cousin, right? Like, Alexa.
It's not Alexa. It's
Alexa Cox.
It's not Alexa. It's pronounced. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's like Alakwa.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? It's probably autocorrect. Fucking.
Or you just fuck people's
No, it
names
wasn't
up.
me. It was definitely.
Blame it on the computer.
Yeah,
on the
100%.
computer.
Blame
I'm
that.
definitely butchering her
100%.
name, but we're just gonna call her Maya.
Yeah.
Maya.
Maya.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So Maya and. Bonnie.
And young Maya, our cousin.
Oh, bro! I thought you were talking about Bonnie. Yeah, I knew that.
Why would I talk about Maya?
They look alike too, because they were cousins. Because they were actually cousins. So like, not. They were cousins in the show. So I thought that's what you meant.
No.
But yeah, no, they look alike. Honestly, I thought they got the casting right for young Maya and Maya. I was like, dude, that is some good casting.
You're like, yo, that's a little too close.
Like, how does that work?
Yeah, I was like, did they actually go back in time? Because
So that brings us to our 4th moment of Echo. Maya and Biscuits on the train.
they had some action sequence this show. How do you guys feel about the train sequence in particular?
I liked it.
I liked it.
They're like on the top of the bridge and she like jumps off
Yeah.
and he like freaks out.
I thought that was funny because he was like, what are you doing?
How did you guys feel about Biscuits as a character?
I like Biscuits.
Yeah, well, he was like a good comedic relief for
He's a
you.
little sidekick that he didn't know he was being a sidekick.
Yeah.
He was like, I need the truck.
He was just out there,
I love how the grandma was like, Maya's back. And you know that Biscuits, it's easily influenced. And I'm like, yeah, the point is. He was like, we need the truck. And then she jumps off and he's like, I need you to follow me.
He don't talk back or anything. He's just like, I guess this is what I'm doing.
He folds.
He folds
instantly.
easily.
That'd probably be me if someone was like, just follow me. I'd be like, all
All right.
right, cool. I get it.
Dude, well, I didn't think he was gonna off road. You know how the train started
starts
going?
to
I
go.
thought he was just gonna follow the road until he met back. No,
That's probably what I would have done. I don't think I'd have gone off road.
yeah, he just my
Also, he's
ass.
hauling ass in that shitty truck.
You don't think the guards would see him, right? Like a truck just following.
That or hear the fucking
Yeah.
literally.
I know that truck is struggling, bro. There's no,
yeah.
there's no way, bro. That truck is not struggling to keep up with that train, unless the train's going like what?
It would have
25?
made it like 2 minutes in the woods.
Yeah, like 2 minutes in the
There's
woods.
no way, bro. There's no way.
That's when she kind of figures out like she has something, huh? Remember she was on top of the train.
Oh,
and
it's because
she-
she gets her leg cut, her prosthetic leg cut in the train.
Yeah.
And then hey,
What does she do it for though?
It's because she uses her
Like-
hand
like
to
her healing?
to move the pin that's crushing her leg.
Like
Yeah.
strength? So she,
Strength. Yeah.
Yeah. And then she
'Cause-
looks at her hands and they're glowing, and she's like,
She has,
"What?"
she has the little swirl that they have.
Well, we'll talk more about like the show at the end. So you guys want to stick around after the top 7 moments because we will talk about what we
5.
think is coming.
The repercussions.
Yeah, we'll talk about the repercussions. So after the top 5 moments, we'll talk about what we think is gonna happen and more about the story too. There's a lot more things that happen and like yeah.
Going down the list on number 3, the roller rink sequence with Bonnie, Hector, and Maya.
I think that was the best fight sequence of the whole show.
Probably
Yeah.
the only good one.
The only good one. I really like the ending sequence too.
I don't like that.
Damn, but no, I really did love it. I love the music, the way they incorporated like the actual roller.
I like how they have music playing even when nobody's there. It's just like the music just playing.
Yeah.
It's like a DJ, no? Like you just put the song on and no,
I
just
think
No, I
so,
know, but it's
yeah.
like when the building is closed, they still play music.
Yeah, just turn down the volume a little.
What do you guys? This introduced us to Bonnie pretty much, and Bonnie and Maya finally get that moment together. Did you guys feel like they really cultivated that moment, like it was deserving for Bonnie and Maya? Because we just met Bonnie this show.
Hey, did they have her hands tied when they kidnapped her?
Yeah.
Or like threw in this? How do they communicate?
They she used a knife on her,
Yeah.
in her boot, right? She like and then
Yeah, but before that.
they didn't communicate. They just looked at each other.
Well, before that, when Bonnie first got to the roller rink, that guy had his hands like free, and he was like his hand was on.
Oh
the
yeah,
side.
he was doing the
He
side.
was
Yeah.
doing sign language, and she was looking at it. So that's like how he told her, like, get out of here, like it's not
I
safe.
know that.
Yeah.
No, I think he's talking about Bonnie and Maya,
Yeah, Bonnie and Maya when they were.
but they weren't talking until she.
It's just one of those things where it's like,
You know what
you know
though?
what I mean?
That does bring us to a very good thing to talk about. So this whole thing was Maya's death, right? Did you guys like how
Who?
Maya's
Her
death?
death?
She's deaf.
Oh, deaf.
Deaf?
Okay.
Deaf.
Yeah,
No,
so she
she's
can't hear.
deaf. So she can't hear. Did you guys
Deaf.
think they incorporated it right, or did you feel like it pulled the show back from being?
No, I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed this show a lot better than other Disney shows.
I would say it's not the worst Disney show for sure, but I think it was smart of them to incorporate it like that. How they did it.
I really love when they would go to just no sound at all, and we get like Maya's perspective,
Yeah.
and like a lot of the action sequences or sequences
Mute,
in
like,
general
muted, yeah.
would be muted, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's very cool. And just
That's how, because that's how it would be for her.
Like you can hear the what would be like the vibrations, like technically, because that's how
Yeah.
she would hear certain things.
But I
Or, like,
really did
rigging.
like that, like Bonnie and Maya, like they can't communicate, so they're just looking at each other, and you're just like, well, now what?
You know what I was thinking of, and I guess we could talk about it like at the end. We'll talk about it at the end.
Okay, that's fine, because that does bring us to the number 2 moment.
Which was
Oh,
You.
you baby girl. Oh yes, Riz. Maya reconnects with her mom.
is it reconnecting?
Yeah. Well, okay. I
think
cannot
it's more
tell.
of like a self healing type of thing.
I couldn't tell if that was in her head or if that was actually happening. I'm
No,
not
it was
even
in
gonna
her
lie.
head.
Was it in her head? I thought it was like.
It was in her head. She was like, it's because it's when she walked up and saw the dress the grandmother made. That's when her mom's like premonition came out. If that's the right word.
Premonition.
So you know how Black Panther has like the ancestral plane,
Yeah.
right? What was that other show that we just saw that also had like its own plane?
Moon Knight.
Was it Moon? It was Moon Knight.
Where
Yes.
they go into the
Yeah, Oscar Isaac. So it seems
How
like
does that guy do it? He's like-
motherfucking.
Well,
so
yeah, that's
we've seen the ancestral plane in Black Panther.
Yeah.
We've seen like Oscar Isaac's Moon Knight's version of his afterlife
yeah.
plane. I saw this theory on Twitter about how different cultures and religions have different versions of that plane.
Yeah.
And Maya comes from a Native American background, so someone was saying that when she saw her mom, she was in that plane.
I see it.
And the afterlife plan. That would make
Well,
sense.
not afterlife, but whatever.
Yeah, afterlife. It's more, I guess.
And I guess in
Well,
a different dimension.
You know what?
Hey, you know what I would put it with? Like Star Wars. Because you know how when the characters come back and they talk to you?
Yeah.
like the Force Ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I thought it's more akin to is Avatar, when the Avatar talks to like its past lives. I feel like it's more like
Oh,
that.
that too.
Like
That too.
he can communicate with them
Because-
whenever he wants.
Because the
and
mom
get-
does say we're all connected.
Yeah.
Like all the Choctaw women, or I guess all the
and
You know,
she like gets their powers too. Like she can call back on
Yeah.
like skills that they've learned and all that too.
Yeah.
Like,
You
Is
know
that
what's
her
funny?
power?
No, well, her mom.
I would say
it's
that's her
when he-
power because she talks about how each person has different.
Ability?
skills and abilities.
Yeah.
So in the comics, I don't know if you guys know this.
And then her
fun
mom
fact.
says the name of the show. She's like, it echoes through you. I'm like, there it
Ah,
is.
roll
There it
credits.
is. Roll
Don't they say it
credits.
in like the first episode?
Well, that's her in the comics. That's her. That's her power. Is her name's Echo, so she can mimic others.
Yeah.
Like that guy.
Echoes through you.
Yeah, like that guy from Black Widow. I forgot his Taskmaster.
Taskmaster.
Yeah. So that kind of that type of superpower. Before we get to the number one moment, we do have two honorable mentions that didn't make the list, but I thought they were pretty cool. So it's worth a mention. Number one, the car crash that began the whole sequence of events for Maya. When she was little, her grandma gets a little sense of the bird that we get throughout the show. She's like, oh, something bad's gonna happen. And that pretty much somebody cut the brakes, they crash. I honestly thought the mom healed the daughter. I thought that was gonna happen. I thought that
was
would
gonna
have been
happen
cooler
too.
because we get a little like insight into her powers and all that. And that made her lose her leg too in that car accident. That was a cool moment. That really gets the show going, and you get a sense of, damn, that grandma was really like about it on site. She was like, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, who's Bonnie's parents?
I think it's a guy. I think the dad's related to them, because if it was a girl, I feel like that girl would have been part of the lineage too. You know, I think the lineage goes through women, so I feel like Bonnie's dad is the one that's, you know.
But
like,
who's
it's
her
them-
dad?
I don't know. I'm just
They
saying.
never showed her parents, I
Yeah.
don't think.
Her brother's Biscuit, right? Or are they just also cousins from another?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
They don't really like specify, you know. They just throw it in the.
Or is
they're
it
all
like
family.
cousins? Like you just grew up with them, you know?
Nah, I think they're all cousins.
Yeah. Biscuits
no, I
just
don't
did not look Native American. That's why I was like,
Are they supposed to look a certain way?
yeah, 100%.
Stereotype.
You got Native American features because
I
you
do.
asked
I
that.
actually did the DNA test and it came back.
Oh,
you
Yeah.
Can we talk about that right now on the podcast or
We
off
can.
podcast?
I have it. I have the.
No, let's do it. Yeah, hey guys, this is a special little moment. If you guys
I'm not like a certain tribe or nothing.
no, it's fine. If you guys are listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify,
Navajo Nation, cuh.
you guys can go to watch the YouTube video and see us react and our
Navajo.
facial and all that reactions. You know what? You know what's funny? I've got angels right here. Oh yeah, it's got.
Okay, I took a couple of your hairs while you were.
Damn, really? So you do? Okay, so I've been thinking about doing this. It's
Actually,
not
yeah.
sponsored, but do you think it's worth it?
I think so. I mean, it's pretty cool knowing where.
Yeah,
I guess I
You're
come
from?
from. I guess. So I'm 30% Mexican.
30%. Oh, so
30%,
Mexican's the actual or
30% from Durango, I guess.
Durango?
Yeah, because that's what it
That's where
tells
his
me.
dad's from.
But like it
Ni-
actually
19
tells you Durango.
Yeah, it actually tells me North Central and East Central Durango. Also, 90% indigenous Americas to the Yucatan Peninsula.
So is that Mayan?
That's Mayan.
Mayan.
Yeah. 15% Spain.
Those fucking colonizers.
Also 8% Basque, which is I think Spain as well.
Yeah, it is. It's the Basque region of Spain.
7% Central America. I'm also Irish.
Got him.
6% Irish.
It's probably those colonizers from the Spain.
Oh yeah,
100%.
100%.
So does that mean will 7% be like your great grandpa, or is that
It's probably
like
like great. It's probably back during like the Revolutionary War because the Irish did help out during one of the wars.
Really?
Yeah, because they do celebrate St. Patrick's Day in Mexico.
It's the
certain areas.
Well, okay, that makes sense. But also they like to drink, so I just
what war was it?
Both of them like to drink.
is that why you drink a lot? Because you got Irish and
Yeah. I also got 2, 4, 6,
He's African.
7% African,
He's Nigerian, Senegal,
2%,
and
2%
Northern
French, and 1% Portugal.
Portuguese.
Yeah, pretty much the same region.
So
but that's pretty
indigenous is it like more like
cool. I mean, I can
like
tell.
straight Maya.
I'm just saying, like you got features, like not to be stereotypical, but
You got the nose, bitch.
I do. I know. Every time I'm on FaceTime with Jasmine, I do and I'm like, I got a big
know
nose, huh?
She's like,
I got
yeah.
a big nose, too, motherfucker.
That motherfucker got a big head.
Yeah, where you head from?
Where you hail from?
Do you guys
Oh,
want?
where's your head from? He said. So our second honorable mention is gonna be Fisk giving Maya the gadget to communicate with her.
Yeah, do you think that was a cop out? I felt like that showed that.
I think
Fisk,
that was a cop out. I didn't like that.
Well, I think so. Like for me, that showed that Fisk didn't really care about Maya. Because if you
Well,
cared about
she
Maya,
says it.
you would learn. Like
Yeah,
you would
she
learn.
s- She said it the entire time. She's like, the entire time that you helped to raise me, you never once
Actually cared.
actually tried to learn
Yeah.
a single word.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Well, he did. He.
Well, I
knew
guess he knows
say,
how to say I love you.
Oh shit! I was about to say. I was gonna do. This is I love.
No, I think it's I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
And
that.
then always. Because they say always.
yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Anyways,
You know, it's just funny.
What?
I saw this video of the lady who got arrested for being the fake sign language.
Oh yeah.
the cop one, right? She was-
You know what's funny is that they do that on like straight up like TV
I know.
yeah.
or like big events where like
I just saw that this morning. Like, I was like, what a coincidence that pops up on Twitter right after I watch Echo.
That's
that was a couple years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a couple
Yeah, it
years
was a
ago,
couple years
bro.
ago.
Bro, they're just throwing
She's
shit
just
out.
like,
It wasn't even. I don't think.
she was just throwing up like gang signs.
Yeah, I don't think she said a single word.
Nah, I don't think so.
No, well, I'm not even gonna lie. I thought Wilson Fisk knew some sign language from Hawkeye. I thought he was communicating a little bit, but that motherfucker didn't know nothing. He was just like,
He's on no
He knew
sabo.
like 4 words.
He's on
Yeah.
no sabo.
bro. I was like, what the hell? Because I know how to say, thank you and you're welcome.
Do it again.
Look,
Thank you and you're welcome.
this is your welcome.
Yeah, this is your welcome. Because at the bank, I get people.
You like that? You like you're welcome.
He's like, you
And then
really
this-
welcome.
And then this is Daniel. Before we get to our number one moment, we do a special word from our sponsor.
That's Pop. That's us.
Like,
That's us, baby. Hey man, we've been doing great. We just hit 1,200. Hopefully we can hit 2,000 this year. But
hey, we're moving up a little bit faster.
oh man, it's hard. It's hard out here, man. If you guys want to support us, man, we're definitely trying to do this full time. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel. We've been doing great. Everybody says they love us.
And we're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts now. So if watching the video isn't your thing, you can always listen to us on the way to work, at work, at
While
the
you're
gym.
working like me,
Yeah.
I'm a driver, so I'll be listening to our podcast all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Yeah, man, we're trying to spread our wings and fly. So let us know.
And that brings us to the number one moment. Wilson Fisk for mayor.
Of
Or
New
at least he thinks about it because
I think he will get
he's
it.
watching the news report on the plane.
Well, this is a storyline like straight out of the
Yeah,
comics.
straight out of the comics.
And
He becomes mayor.
I love how the newscaster is like, yeah, man, anybody could join right now. Anybody could take over the lead.
I know we just started, but anybody,
Literally,
I'm like, how do
anybody,
politics-
you. And he's like,
it could be you. You got money, you.
Like it's a Cristiano Ronaldo meme, and then it's
they're like, if you're an underground mob boss, have the money.
if your
These
name is Mr. Kingpin and you an asshole,
you
we
can,
need
you can run for New York mayor.
anybody
New
can.
York.
Do you guys think this has big repercussions for the MCU as far as Fisk becoming mayor?
I don't know if you heard in the news, Sony and Marvel are like going back and forth, the MC, like Disney,
Yeah.
about what they want Spider-Man 4 to be.
They are, yeah. Marvel wants a low key Spider-Man 4.
Like Street
And
Fight,
Sony
I think
wants
with
Like
Well-
street level. They want street level, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah, or that too. But I think it was more production wise that they were talking about because Sony wants to go all out again and bring back 2 other Spider-Mans, Andrew Garfield and
Yeah.
I proposed this question on YouTube. So if you guys want, I'm telling you, you guys follow our YouTube. We have questions almost every single day. Follow us there.
I feel it would be nice to see them come back, but also on a low key.
Bring up our poll. See how many.
Those polls are starting to get bigger. A lot more people are.
Do
starting
you know
The
what sucks?
YouTube one? You want me to pull up the
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
one?
I asked like it was. You know what sucked is that they were bigger in October, so they were getting each one like over 100 votes, and now
Really?
like yeah. But I stopped, and I shouldn't have stopped. I should have at least kept going with the polls because the polls were getting like traction.
We proposed this question on YouTube on a poll. Should Spider-Man 4 be a multiverse story or grounded crime thriller? 58% of the audience said grounded crime thriller, as opposed to the 42% who said multiverse story.
Do you feel like that's pretty? even?
nobody wants a big spectacular like.
After
or
we just had
spectacle
one.
movie. Yeah, like
Well, that and I feel like if they went with a multiverse story again, it would be a cop-out in the sense that it would defeat the whole purpose of the ending of Spider-Man 3, where everyone forgets who he is and he makes his own suit from scratch. And
I
you know
feel
what's
like
the point
the
of that?
next 2 movies should definitely be grounded, and like obviously the last movie in the second trilogy should be big or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think you need to give him some time to breathe. Let him like do some street level stuff. Be the.
I think people are just tired of having multiple high end characters in one movie. I think we want to get back to, or at least I do. I want to get back to some like solo films. I tie it into the story,
Yeah.
but like some solo films. Like
So, let me ask this question, and we can propose this question on YouTube too as a poll. Who bought Avengers Tower? At this point, I think it's Wilson Fisk.
I still hope it's a Fantastic Four. I think it's gonna be the Baxman. No,
I like-
Baxter.
I like
Baxter. The
Baxter Corporation.
Just because of
Fantastic
Baxter,
Four,
I think of TMNT.
Yeah.
That's why. But is it the Baxter?
Yeah, the Baxter Corporation.
Who else is up there? It could also be Norman Osborn.
It could be the Osborn, but he says Oscorp doesn't exist yet in that universe.
Who else?
does
is-
What?
No,
He says that in Spider-Man 3.
yeah, that.
He's like, I walked around New York and Oscorp doesn't exist here.
Yeah, I think he looked himself up or no.
Yeah, he looked himself up.
I don't know. Are there any other options for that tower?
In New York, I feel like those are the big ones.
Yeah.
New York.
I really do hope it's a Baxter Building, but I can see it being like
Fisk
Wilson
Tower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be cool with Fisk Tower. We could literally get the beginning of Spider-Man the game, like something like that, where he comes in, takes him down, or something. I don't know.
If Fisk becomes, this, I'm just throwing theories out there at this point.
Go ahead.
If Fisk becomes mayor of New York, I feel like for Spider-Man 4, it'd be cool where it was a movie where Spider-Man becomes public enemy number 1. He puts a bounty on his head,
And we get Craven.
and we get something like Craven.
So we get Craven and Fisk as a. I think honestly, Fisk would be a good like last boss. Like
You think so?
Yeah, like we use this film. Like he's a mayor. He doesn't get his hands dirty. He sends Craven, or like Craven comes in. He doesn't even have to be.
Or
the one
even
that-
as mayor, he could be like, vigilantes are prohibited.
in New York.
In New York.
Yeah, or something like that.
And
you know?
that immediately puts a target on Daredevil, Echo,
We could
puts a
get
target on
Daredevil.
Spider-Man.
We didn't even bring it up. Did you like the way they did Daredevil and Echo?
No.
They just threw him in there.
They
for
just
like
threw him
5
in there.
seconds. I think it was more of a just showing that
It was like a flashback scene.
she can control or she can fight.
Like she's good
She
at
can
fighting.
handle
Yeah.
herself. She can
Yeah,
handle
she can
herself.
handle herself.
Better than the henchman, at least.
I guess I would say like Fisk paid Daredevil to go like beat her up or try to beat her up.
No, you like
That's
he
what it
was
was-
testing her. Why would I don't think Daredevil would take money,
just,
but
just to show that she can like handle herself. I know he wouldn't take it, but that's
or like at least like knew that Daredevil was gonna be there that night.
yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
Well, Daredevil did say, he was like, I've been staking them out like all day and you guys ruined it.
Why would he pull in at the last second when they've probably been fighting for like a good like 20 minutes?
Because he probably was like, you know what? Like, I'll let them deal with it. And he was like, no.
Nah, I'm coming in.
I'm
baby.
coming in, yeah.
So like I'll let her tire herself out and then I'll come in.
I mean, we do get Daredevil Born Again. They finally are tying it into a Netflix series. They pretty much said that the Netflix series is canon. Everything that happened
Yeah.
in it is gonna like lead
For all
into-
the Netflix
Yeah.
shows, by the way.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. The
They even want to make
Defenders.
an Iron Fist.
I don't think I've seen those shows.
I seen Jessica Jones. If you want a good first season, I think that first season of Jessica Jones. No, I'm telling you, I think it's the best Marvel
Show.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that first season. Not even.
Yeah, the
I'm just
first
like
season,
first season is probably like one of the better. I would watch it honestly, Daniel. If you want like something good to watch, it's a very
Even
fun-
if you don't care about how it connects with everything else, it's just a good.
I don't know. There's a lot of good things out right now.
I know. I'm just letting you know.
I
it's
just
a-
started The Bear,
Speaking of which,
episode 1.
Ellen told me to watch that like a long ass.
Yeah, it's a
time
good.
ago.
It's
It's
good.
it's pretty
I've
good.
been
It won
watching
Emmys.
Griselda on Netflix, which is pretty.
With,
Oh, the one. Yes,
Sofia
I've
Vergara?
seen the ads.
It's actually really good.
What is it? It's something about like a narco or something, huh?
Yeah, it's about Griselda Blanco from Colombia.
Yeah.
Nice. Is she actually like? Oh, it's a true story.
Is
I
she
don't know
from
about
Colombia?
true story. Yeah, who?
Sofia Vergara?
I think she's Colombian. Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was Colombian or like Venezuelan.
No, I think she's Colombian.
Yeah, she's definitely
That
Colombian.
fits
Look at that.
I don't know. I like the groundwork that Echo laid for the street level Marvel stuff. I will say that. It is definitely not the worst Marvel show, for sure.
Yeah, honestly, we were talking shit about it when it first came out. I think respectfully so, though, because
Respectfully
Marvel.
so, because it was just straight out of left field.
Yeah, like the Agatha series. I was like, what? Like, what is this for? You
Yeah.
know? Do you think we're gonna get a second season, or do you think Echo's gonna appear again in the MCU?
I feel like if we don't get a second season of Echo, she's gonna be in Spider-Man 4 on
With Daredevil?
with Daredevil.
Yeah, I think so. I think.
She'll definitely be in something if we don't get a season 2.
Do you think a season 2 is necessary?
I don't think so.
'Cause
Honestly, I don't think so.
Like her main villain right now is Wilson Fisk. In Hawkeye, she shot him. In this season, she took away his anger, or like she took something away. I don't
Yeah.
even know.
His trauma.
Like, what else can you do to Wilson Fisk that besides killing him?
Well,
which
that
you're not
and there's
gonna
only so many characters that Wilson Fisk can
interact with,
interact with before it just starts getting messy.
or like you just can't kill him. Like you're just like, oh, you just gotta like stop him, or,
Yeah.
or like put him in jail, like the way that they did in Daredevil. Like he just went to jail and they had the whole storyline.
All right, guys. Well, that was our review of Echo season 1. Let us know down below in the comments. Do you think it deserves a season 2? And where do you think the MCU is going forward as far as street level goes? We'll see you guys next time.
Adios.
Doses.